I'm the cheaper guy, and let's get started. So what I've got here for a little orbital sander, I've got some 150 grit and 220 grit, and actually that's 220 that's even been slightly used. So, anything like that to smooth it out. And depending on what it looks like, I even have some 1500 grit down here if we really want to get down and polish on it. Alright folks, so remember, I'm a big fan of blue painter's tape. With that being said, I'm going to run that tape around this vertical lip that runs around the entirety of the headlight. It's a nice clean lip that they give you. You don't have to worry about like going around all these little clips and things like that. So yeah, that's just the easiest course of attack. Alright folks, and again, you're not painting a Picasso here. Just get it taped off, make it look okay. You really don't even need to tape it off because, I mean, whoever really looks at the back side of your headlight, but I'm pretty particular about my things. I don't like to, halfway anything. So we taped it off. But yeah, let's go on outside and go check out the old paint booth. Alright, so for this I'm going to use that Raptor 1K Pro enamel. I've used this before. It lasts about 5 years or so if you keep your car clean. I mean, if you just park under a tree and don't do anything, it doesn't last nearly as long. But yeah, make sure you shake it up real good and just lay her down. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, oh man, that's still like a little bit hazy. Well, it's going to be a little bit hazy. So tomorrow after this gets done curing overnight, I'm going to take it inside here in a little bit once it kind of off-gasses a little and doesn't smell as bad. And yeah, tomorrow I'm going to hit it with some buffing compound and polish it up real good. And that thing will be smooth as glass. You got to trust the process, guys. The process is never quick. The process always takes time. So trust the process, and I promise you, it'll be a good result in the end. So we're gonna go and check out that other headlight up here and see how they look side by side. Well, there they are side by side, and like I said, tomorrow after I polish on that one doesn't look too terrible. This one may have actually been worse, but yeah, I mean they were yellowed. You can see they were discolored. No, they're not. But yeah, all in all, it will make the lights brighter. And as we all know, the lights on these things are absolutely horrendous anyway, so you kind of want to keep them like that. These probably didn't need done just yet, but it's, I don't know, about every fall or winter I like to go ahead and do it because it starts getting dark. You start having to drive after dark, and yeah, I don't know, haven't done these in a few years, so getting ready to go off to North Carolina again here by the end of this week, and I want to make sure I can see in the dark while I'm driving down there. So for our next part, we're going to buff this. I'm going to use a medium compound and then a polishing compound afterwards. Forgive my professional lighting in here. Doing the best with what I got, so let's get started. Like I said, I'm going to use medium compound first, and then as you can see that McGuire's medium cut. Stuff's pretty good. Just start by, anybody that already knows this, I'm not telling you anything new. I've already shaken this up, but start by putting a few dabs on there. Wipe the tip clean. Pop it around a little bit. You don't want it on a fast setting at first. And yes, I know I'm using a drill. Leave your opinions in the comments. Alright folks, so as you can see there, I mean, that looks pretty good, let me say. I think it looks pretty good. There might be a little bit of scaling, but I mean, it is smooth as glass on the outside. If anything, it's probably just imperfections in the plastic. But yeah, that was a lot of fun and not too bad. It's a little bit time consuming, but what isn't in life? But I mean, check that out. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, guess we get a few more years out of these. Eventually, we're gonna have to go back to rewiring these again. I want to put factory plugs back in it, but these Amazon things have worked for a while. You can see that one right there. That's your turn signal, the one that always burns out on the passenger side. So it's the orange wire for anybody curious, but I couldn't solve it with just new wiring harnesses and sockets. So what I have to do is, on the car, I'm going to go and pull it all the way back to the fuse box under the hood. I'm going to try to replace everything from the pin all the way to here. If that doesn't work, it may be in the BCM inside the car, which is, I don't even want to get into that. So let's hope it's not that, and hope we can just fix this with the old busted harness that I got out back. Hey folks, well, that's what it looks like. Installed back in the old car. Shiniest piece on the front end. So, I know it's raining. I wanted to get in here and finish this up so I can get it posted. But yeah, stay tuned for next time. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Peace.